a big house out on Jamaica Plain, you know. Man, trying to do it right on his vacation. Your mortgage, Mr.
Donnie, Mr. Wells, we want to talk with you.
Yeah?
Won't take very long.
Well, I'm on vacation, though.
All you'll have to do is sign this piece of paper, sir.
Well, couldn't I do it in a couple of weeks?
No, it's essential I have this thing done by 5. Because you have to be out by noon tomorrow. You see what I mean? Well, anyway, a very happy vacation again. Hey, I'm looking at these drawings of Salvador Dali, and they scare me, Leo.
By whom?
Salvador Dali. You know.
Oh, I can't stand it.
You can't, really?
No, I really don't like it.
He scares me. And
It
I don't
seems much
scare
too
easily.
grotesque. What's that there?
This thing with the moon growing on somebody's chest, and he has horns coming out of their arms, and all kinds of scary things like that. I get all scared when I look at Salvador Dali. Why does he do that? There must be some reason for it. But he incidentally, Salvador Dali does all right. I mean, he's world famous, and some of his drawings...
Well, I suppose.
How
can you enjoy his drawings? I mean, actually.
Well, if you know what he's trying to do, I suppose.
I mean, just the ordinary layman. How can you enjoy anything so unusual, so out of this world?
Well, if you can say nothing more for Salvador Dali, you don't pass over his work without looking at it.
No, I'll admit that. It
Which
does
is something that you can't say about all artists. You'll stop
Is
and
this
look
an
at
open forum? May I speak?
Yes, it certainly is, Leo. It's been
Which
thrown
type
out.
of art do you care for most, Ray? Now, you're not an artist, but
Penny, I
paintings,
guess.
I mean.
Penny, I think.
No, I mean outside of magazines. I really mean it. I'm serious.
Well, all right. I think I like the American primitive. The way the Indians used to draw.
Don't you like New England landscape drawing or a nice big
Sunset?
No, not a sunset. A water picture.
Not necessarily.
Seashore, rocks and cliffs up on the Maine coast.
And
a big splashy marine.
Well, if there's a pretty girl in it, sure.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, sure. I like that. Yeah, very
Sitting
much.
on a rock, you mean?
Sure. Oh, I'd like... Oh, yes.
It would have to be on the near horizon, not the far horizon.
Oh, very, very close. Right up near.
Well, there's nothing that pleases me more than a big ocean scene.
With a big
With
schooner?
a schooner. And full right up to the top.
Listing leeward, Leo. A big schooner, big copper schooner.
A growler.
Sure. Well, what do you know about that? So you like seashore scenes?
Yes, I do.
Which, incidentally, friend, is a mouthful. Try that sometime. Seashore scenes. It's very tricky, and only that I have some swell pivot teeth, I'd be still spinning. Albeit singular. What you say you like that kind of drawing?
Drawing, yes. That's my favorite type, drawing.
Well, tell me, Leo, do you like impressionistic
No, I do not care for the modern art.
You don't really?
No, I don't believe it. It doesn't do anything for me.
Take Winnie Churchill. Now, he does a lot of impressionistic stuff. Do you like it?
No.
I mean, he'll put a big blob of brown, or a little blob of brown, way up in the right-hand corner, and the story with the picture goes that fellow is reading some book, you see, and you have to just visualize the whole thing, and a big blob of green, of course, is a tree or a lake, depending on his whim.
Have you ever seen a winter scene in New England, a little brook that isn't quite frozen over in the snow, and a white birch tree? Trees are white, aren't they?
This guy has
that's real art. That real is.
Leo, you have the soul of a poet, right?
Well, it's simply that some of my relatives are artists, and that's the type of work they...
Honestly, Leo, you are.
We have a house full at home. You must come over and see them sometime.
Of drawings and so on?
Yes, New England, countryside, covered bridges. It's wonderful.
Wow, sounds real great to me. As I say, I have a whole flock of Esquire pictures I'll be glad to exchange or show you, Leo. Might as well make this a fair thing.
2 for 1.
Sure.
Okay.
What are you doing this evening, Leo?
This evening? We're doing a ball game at Bracefield.
Oh, then you can't go out to the casino then, can you?
Well, I could drop out there for the early dinner.
Well, swell. You
I
folks
won't be able to dance under the stars.
For those of you who are listening who aren't baseball announcers, maybe you can make it then. Isn't it a wonderful night to go out for dinner? And I know just the spot, too. You put down the top, or you open the windows in the car, and head for the casino at Magnolia. It's the kind of a drive that really sets you up for a glorious evening. out along the beautiful North Shore, out through Cohasset and Hingham, out through that way, from Salem to Magnolia with a view of Gloucester Harbor when you arrive. Then stroll in and be big time about it. I mean, slam the door shut and walk right in as though you know what you're doing and walk as though you have a wallet full of money.
Stand there with your hands on your hips and say, come on now.
Sure.
Action.
Just march in,
Here I am.
slam the door, let everyone know you're there, and you can have a cocktail at the bar, order dinner if you wish, and you can have a delicious meal, all for $1.85. A meal for $1.85. Now, that isn't bad, you must agree. You can dance where the cool ocean breezes join you. There's music. I'll say there's music. Sammy Eisen, who, as I said before, studied under the great Carl Snagelfruger for a great many years, is furnishing music at the Casino at Magnolia, and tonight Betty Ann Groves, the singing star, will be there to sing your favorite melodies. A brown bird singing for one. I don't know what some of the others are. Incidentally, I heard Singing Sam the other morning.
You did?
And
he's late singing, Sam, don't you?
Is he?
Isn't he late?
Well, I don't know.
I thought he died.
Maybe these are transcribed.
Yes, I think they are his old.
Well, I think there's been two Singing Sam, Leo. I really
Well,
do.
maybe I'm wrong about it, Ray. I hope so. I've always enjoyed old Sam.
He's been a wonderful, wonderful singer. Well, anyway, he sang Brown Bird Singing. And it was a beautiful morning for it, and my eyes filled up with tears as I listened to it. It's a great old song. I used to love the way Henry Burr sang it.
And that will be one of the featured songs at Magnolia tonight?
That will. That's what Betty Ann has promised to sing for me.
Well, and I shall have to have a substitute on that ball game. I must go there tonight.
One more thing. Between dances, be sure and buy some more dance checks. Oh, no. Be sure to stroll the grounds, watch the ocean, bathe in the moonlight. You'll even enjoy the check friends. There's never a cover. All the prices are reasonable. And remember, the Casino at Magnolia is open for luncheon, too, as well as dining and dancing every single night. Sunday dinner all day, too. So whenever you want a good time, be smart. Look smart. Feel smart. Go to the Casino at Magnolia and shave, too. Now here are men of music. That's wonderful music, fellas. Just think, you only have one more day to go, and then, according to the mail count, you'll be gone for good. Maybe I can get you in on some program like Songs of All Nations or something. That's something I'll work on later, and I want you to drop up to my office after today's program. What is funnier than a groom with tight shoes in a receiving line? That's pretty funny, isn't it, Leo?
Yeah, that's funny.
Right.
Groom with tight shoes?
Or the bugler at Wonderland with a split lip. That's sent in by Sad Sam, the Undertaker's aide. And he says that if these are funny, we should send a box of chocolates to the Children's Hospital, which will be done. Thank you, Sad Sam. That was a very nice thought indeed.
What would be funnier than a barrel full of sponsors picking up their options?
That would be a laugh, Leo. Mm-hmm. And I'll send you
especially in the summer.
I think a barrel of spaghetti is funnier than a barrel of monkeys, and besides, it would give Margaret Magoon a chance to use her noodle. That's from Cap de Rochemont. That doesn't sound like a pirate's name. Doesn't it look like a swashbuckling pirate? Incidentally, don't forget to see the swashbuckling pirate story starring Spring Byington, which will open soon. Margaret O'Brien is in the movie. She, as I said before, is a two-fisted athlete at prep school who has a knack for getting into trouble, and it's filmed in off-color. You love it. Swell. And that'll be opening up at some outdoor theater. It has to be shown in the outdoors. Now it's time for that split-lip bugler. Swifty says, for a big Friday evening of fun and speed, see tonight's Greyhound races at Wonderland Revere, America's most beautiful Greyhound track. You'll see the champions in action in 10 great races with the featured knights bringing to post. That's the kind of drawing I like.
Is that?
Bringing to post Alice Oaks, Welcome Stranger, Rural Streak. Here are the 1:30 headlines. Full Steam, Alexis, Charlie Chap, Never Sunny, and Catuzza. Post time, first race, 7:45. Now the weather. Daily double closes at 7:30. Revere is near, from Boston by MTA from Maverick Station, from everywhere over wide highways. On the WHDH scoreboard, 2 big floodlighted free parking lots are provided for those who drive. See the big Friday night racing show tonight at Wonderland. And bring the ladies with you. They'll enjoy Greyhound racing, and they'll thrill to Wonderland's beautiful gardens that are now smelling. So be sure to be there. They smell good. If you go there, friend, you'll feel good again. Well, so much for Wonderland, and so much for all the commercials. I think that is it for the day. Yes, it is. And it's been wonderful having you here, friends, this afternoon as we've talked about art. And what else? I guess that's about all. Tomorrow we'll discuss some other subject that's on everyone's lips.
How about the evolution of bebop?
What's that again?
How about evolution of bebop tomorrow?
All right, we'll try to have him up here, too. That's a very good suggestion.
He's in town.
I understand so, yes. And if it's at all possible for us to get him, we will have him up on this program first, I might add.
Naturally. 50,000 works. They're always anxious to get here.
I've made that little rule to myself. Well, that does it. I want to thank you for dropping in. You've been wonderful, Spring. And
thank you.
I want to tell you that I've always enjoyed your movies, particularly the one where you got hung in the first reel. I laughed at that one. I thought that was real funny. Until tomorrow, then, I hope you will tune in again. This is handsome, pert, dapper, wealthy, personable, likable, successful, capable,
and waiting for today's check.
Waiting for the check. Ray Goulding saying, thanks for listening, folks, and write to me if you get work. And one other thing, please, always, as you go through life, think of this little thought. Hang by your thumbs. And a straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points, really. Bye. Oh, one other thing. WHDH in Boston.